Hey guys, it's Sir Agent Zero, and on the screen right now is the MP7 gameplay on the map Carbon. I got 57 kills, and I think you really enjoy it. But this commentary isn't exactly about the gameplay. If you recall my last commentary, which was my first, by the way, it was a bunch of randomness. I just talked about whatever came across my mind. But this time I have some topic to talk about that I wanted to discuss. And it's called Dumb Ideas for TV Shows slash Commercial. And what I basically talk about is a bunch of TV shows that are completely dumb and shouldn't even be on TV. First world problems, you don't like what's on your TV, but who cares about first world problems? First TV show I would like to say that's completely dumb. Think you all heard of it? It's kind of new too, actually. It's called Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Basically, if you don't know what it is, it's about this 5-year-old who lives in a redneck family. And I'm not calling them rednecks, they call themselves rednecks, so I guess you gives me permission to call them rednecks, I guess. But yeah, it's this 5-year-old who lives in a redneck family, and not to be mean here, but mom's kind of overweight, her sisters are kind of overweight, they're not exactly healthy. I'm pretty sure they jump into mud. One of the commercials I saw, they jumped into mud. No idea why. If you've seen the show, let me know in the comments below why they jumped in mud. Anyways, the show is basically about this 5-year-old who's not exactly healthy, but they're all very outgoing, and the 5-year-old enters into these pageants that you might have seen in the show. I think it's called Toddlers and Tiaras. That show I'll discuss later in this commentary. But anyways, yeah, she's in these pageants, and it's kind of sad to think that this 5-year-old is like in these pageants, because if you're 5 years old, really you shouldn't worry about if you look pretty or not. Like, you're 5 years old, no one cares, to be honest. Like, live your life as a 5-year-old. You don't want to be modeling in front of these judges you don't even know who they are. Anyways, that's just the whole idea of that show's dumb. And the other show that I was talking about earlier was Toddlers and Tiaras. Like, I feel so bad for those kids. I mean, like, I've seen some that are like, I think 3 years old, to be honest, and they walk on that stage, they're so nervous, and they have to look all like perfect and happy, and they have to smile, and they have to impress these judges, and they're only 3. When I was 3 years old, I can't even remember what I did when I was 3 years old. But I can tell you one thing, I wasn't modeling or in any pageants. I just, and to the parents, don't put your kids in a pageant if they are less than 18 years old. Okay, now come on now. 5 years old in pageant, that's just not smart. Um, Another dumb TV show idea, and thank God this was canceled. It was called Jersey Shore. Like, oh my gosh. If you don't know what that show is, thank God you didn't watch it. You will regret watching it. Basically, it was a bunch of these young adults who were partying and doing a bunch of dirty, nasty things that they shouldn't even show on TV. Like, what kind of message are you trying to send to kids saying, oh, if you party, if you do drugs, if you do this and all that bad stuff, you get your own TV show and you become famous worldwide? Because I'm pretty sure they went to Europe to sponsor or like promote their TV show for whatever they do, like, what way to give Americans such a bad like look. Oh my gosh, they all party. Oh my gosh, they're all bad. But that's what everyone's saying about Americans after they watch Jersey Shore. Personally, I'm not American, so I honestly couldn't care less. But I'm just saying, just putting it out there. Now this is kind of a dumb commercial idea here, but I know they have to put it out and everything. But have you ever watched like a commercial for a certain medicine or whatever, and about 90% of that commercial is telling you the side effects of that medicine you take if you like actually take it? Like, for example, I was watching a TV show, I don't even remember what it was, and I was watching the commercials, and one of them was for this thing to help with your depression, and the side effects, and this was going on forever. It was like, if you feel pain in your chest, your stomach, your limbs, if you have arthritis and it starts to act up frequently, if you feel like you have suicidal thoughts, and if you have a loved one that's died using this medicine, blah 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 blah. It's just like, Who would take a thing to help with your depression if it ends up making you want to commit suicide? Like, where's the logic in that? Like, I know it's supposed to help, and some people they have like that's like the worst case scenario, like taking some medicine that could potentially kill them. But I guess whatever helps it. But to be honest, I would avoid all kind of medicine that makes me want to die. Like, come on now, that was a voice crack. That's kind of sad. Now this commercial, it's this type of commercial, I should say. It's not very dumb. Just like let's just say it's more depressing than anything. But those commercials that it shows a bunch of kids growing up in those third world countries, like in poverty or whatever, and like um, shows them all crying and sad and they're all dirty, and it's asking you to help sponsor a child. Doesn't that make you feel all sad and depressed? It kind of humbles you. I guess that's the whole point of the commercial, but like it just shows all these kids who want a better life and whatever. It kind of makes me depressed, and to be honest, I changed the channel. But that's just me. I don't know about you. Another dumb idea for TV shows. In case you haven't seen it or whatever, the title kind of gives it away. Sums up the whole series, I guess. It's called Say Yes to the Dress. And all that show is basically these future brides shopping at this high-end, you know what they call it, like a dress shop or boutique or whatever. And they pick out all these dresses and they buy. I don't know how this show goes, to be honest. It's because I don't watch it. But yeah, I'm just going off what I think goes on. Basically, it's a bunch of these spoiled brides get their parents to pay for like these $10,000 dresses, and they're only going to wear it once for their wedding. By the way, I sped up this gameplay right here because nothing was really going on. Anyways, more about Say Yes to the Dress. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't seen it, and I bet there's a couple brides or couples or whatever who pay for their own dress, and they have a low budget, and they're not spoiled at all, and they're, you know, quote-unquote normal. But, yeah, that's what I just think about that show. It's just completely dumb. Like, after a couple episodes, don't you think every dress looks the same? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, like, all the dresses would look the same to me. Like, it's white. Oh, that one's white. Oh, that one has some sparkles, but it's white. Oh, look, that one has a veil, but it's white. Oh, look, that one's white, too. It's just like, oh my gosh, they look exactly the same. Just pick one already. And I even heard they're making spin-offs of that show. Like, they're going to different cities that kind of have the same idea. It's just like, the show is dumb no matter what. Like, no matter what city, no matter who's buying it, no matter, like, who would make a spin-off of such a bad show? Like, seriously now. Other dumb ideas for TV shows. When I was growing up, channels like Disney and Nickelodeon, they had, like, brilliant shows for kids. Nowadays, I have no idea what the heck's going on with them. Like, I've seen, well, I haven't seen, but I've heard of shows that included wizards and guardian angels and, like, all these teeny boppers, actors and actresses who have no talent. Like, they'll have their own show where basically they sing and they have no singing voice, but they're appealing to audiences with their looks or whatever, so they just put them on anyways. Good example of this is Hannah Montana. Even though that was back in the golden days of Disney, that was one of the iffy parts of that channel. Yeah, I think that's about it for my dumb ideas for TV shows. Before I wrap up here, I just want to give a quick channel update. School's starting soon, so I've been super active with my channel this summer break. I've been posting at least 1 or 2 videos a day. That's gonna change. It'll probably be 1 video every 2 days. That's the minimum. I might post 1 every day because I get busy with homework and sports and whatever. So, also my Madden 13 Tebow Mania series, I completely canned that idea. I don't know what else to do with that series, so I'm gonna make my own guy. Yeah, so that's what's going on with that. Call of Duty, I'm gonna be posting more crazy clips, and I'm actually thinking of putting together sort of montage slash mini-tage or whatever. Just getting clips for that settled and whatever. What else? I think that's about it. If you like this, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. It doesn't matter to me. Enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments why. Peace.